You see how we usually chase people around here in Nigeria, especially the young ones. Dress well, dress well, dress well. Dress well, dress well. Be modest in your dressing. Don't be showing your skin. Don't be showing your body. Don't be showing your laps. And you think we are doing. Don't carry this thing and go to Saudi Arabia. Don't go to Saudi Arabia with that character. All right. Now, let us talk about Saudi Arabia. Everybody wants to go to Saudi Arabia, especially the Muslims, because I think that is where they go for their pilgrimage. From all over the world, you come to Saudi Arabia, go to Mecca and all that. And I have been trying to, I was even talking with some of my friends that are Muslims. I was asking, is it possible for non-Muslims, like Christians, to come to Mecca for this their pilgrim something? What she answered me was that yes, that is possible, but then that you're coming as a tourist, not as a worshipper. Yeah. So there are some things and some places you can go to. There are extent of what you can do as you are not a Muslim. So I understand that. Of course, me, I want to go to Saudi Arabia because I've heard about how Saudi Arabia is a very, very beautiful country. Even though you know it's an Islamic country and it has some text. So that is what I am coming to show you. Now let us still talk about some things that are obtainable in Saudi Arabia that you don't know. Let's begin. Now, did you know that in Saudi Arabia, women just got the right to drive just in 2018? Women were not allowed to drive until 2018. Like, if you're a woman in Saudi Arabia, you cannot, it is impossible for you to drive. Just in 2018, that was when they now said, okay, women can now drive. So I'm not asking, is it only in America that there are feminists? And when you even talk about feminism and women's rights, are women's rights actually inherent or are they given to them by the men? No, because if women's rights are inherent, that means the right to drive would have been inherent. They wouldn't have been waiting for the men in their society to give it to them. Well, I wouldn't know. I don't know about their own gender laws there, but just recently, women were given the right to drive. Of course, I have not really researched as to whether they have the right to vote. That is if they actually vote, because I know Saudi Arabia is not, it practices the immediate system. Yeah. So I don't know if there are some things that, some positions that they vote for, and if women vote in that position. So you see, everybody is now saying, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is bad. But at least you as a woman in Nigeria, you can drive, you can drive. Since Cambridge, my mom, when I was growing up, I knew that my mom knew how to drive. Like I saw my mom driving as I was growing up. So you cannot see that we are enjoying here in Nigeria, and you are enjoying. If you are in most of all these countries that they don't limit most of your rights as women, just know you are enjoying. Because in Saudi Arabia, just recently, and who knows what happened that recently that they gave them that right to drive, just to drive, just recently, 2018. So which means 2017, you cannot go near car as a woman. You have to be, I don't know, this one might vex the feminists, but feminists, you have to be thanking men for giving you your rights, because your rights is determined by whether a man will give it to you. Because if the men in Saudi Arabia did not say, okay, let us give them rights to drive, they will still not be driving till now. Let's go to the next one. Gender segregation. Gender segregation. Now, in Saudi Arabia, let me tell you what you don't know. In Saudi Arabia, if you're a man and you have not married a particular woman, you know this people do date. Let us go on the date. Let us go on the date. It is not like that there. You cannot go on a date, my brother. You have to marry before you go on a date. God, I beg. You know why? Because unmarried couples are not supposed to be seen together in public places. Remember I told you in Dubai. If you have not watched that my video on Dubai, go and watch it. In Dubai, yes, you can be together, but PDA, public display of affection, you cannot do that. But you see in Saudi Arabia, you cannot even be together, my brother. Unless you can just lie that she's your sister. Even if you're a sister, are you even sure you can be together in public place? You cannot be together, my brother. You see that we are eyeing. Just you social distancing, because they catch you together, my brother. They catch you together. And again, the segregation in gender, this thing is much. You can see in a bank, entrance to a bank, women will have their own entrance, men will have their own entrance. They don't even want anything that will even bring the temptation for you to come and commit immorality. Because they are, this is a holy land. Just like Christians see Jerusalem as a holy land, Muslims see Saudi Arabia as a holy land. So there is no how in a holy land you will now come and be doing rubbish. So that is why men will be disciplined to have their own entrance, women will be disciplined to have their own entrance. Don't come and be asking me what of transgender because they don't know what transgender is there. You say you are a man now, and you say, yeah, I identify as a woman. You now want to come and follow you as a man that have as a man, and you want to come and follow the entrance of a woman. My brother, when they catch you and deal with you, your bars, your character as a man will come out well. Identify as this one. Go to Saudi Arabia. It is only in America you can do all those ones now. Because America is like the freest country in the world. You can do all those things. You can say, identify as a woman, and they'll be looking at you, they'll be petting you. Go to Saudi Arabia and say the same thing and see whether they will not think you are insane. You will spend your life in psychiatric hospital. Because how can a full-fledged man come out to say identify as a woman? That means your brain is not correct. Of course, I know that transgender people will come for me. But sorry, that is just me, what I think. That is my own opinion. For you, it's your opinion that you think you are a girl, even though you were born as a man. Some even the that one is not even my problem. My problem is for people that usually identify as like a cat. You say identify as a fish. Let me not even talk about all those ones. Let me not talk about all those ones. But this is my opinion. You have your opinion that you're a girl, even though you are born as a man. That's your opinion. This is my opinion. So we'll have our different opinions. Let us move to the next one. Saudi Arabia is a holy country. So if they come out and say prayer time, of course you know that Muslims pray about five times a day. Everything closes once it is time for prayer, my brother. Even if you're not a Muslim and you're there, immediately they have started ringing their bell or calling for prayers. You cannot be there. You have to close your shop. Saudi Arabia is a holy town, a holy country, and they believe these are devoted Muslims, like people that believe so much in the dictates of Allah. I'm saying this because of people that want to go there from maybe Nigeria or from any other place or any of the other part of the world that are Christians, and you say, nothing. It's not my business. These are I'm not a Muslim, so even if they call for prayer, I should still be selling in my shop. Don't do it. Do not do it. Immediately hear that their prayer, listen. Close your shop. You can stay inside or you can just close your shop because everywhere is supposed to be locked. But that is how Muslims have been living because I spent my time in Yola and I just know that Muslims, they are extremely devoted when it comes to the things of God. Where I used to go and buy Indomie, you buy noodles to eat, they prepare it because they are very good at that. The other time I came there to buy noodles because that was the first time I was in Yola. When I came there, immediately I was coming was when they were calling for their prayer. And the man that is doing the noodles left me and other customers that came and went to the nearby mosque to pray. I was like, what is doing you? Why not just do this thing for me? As I am eating, you go and pray. When you must have come back, I must have finished eating, then I'll pay you. It was now some of my friends that were not Muslims but that have stayed there that were with me that was not telling me that this is how they do. They don't joke with they cannot joke with it. So I'm not surprised that this is a thing in Saudi Arabia that everywhere must be locked up if they want to go and pray. When they finish praying, they can now come out and now open their shop. Christians, you have to imbibe this kind of character. A Christian, you call a Christian, come and pray. They say, wait, let me finish selling my market. All those midweek services that they used to do in churches. If you go to midweek service, you see that it's not even, if the church is 100 in population, it is just 10 that will come for midweek service. Because why? Because they want to go and they want to still be selling. Yeah, they want to make money. Learn from the Muslims. Learn from them. Your prayer life should come first. Yes. So if you go to Saudi Arabia, you will see how they do these things. Yes. I still want to go to Saudi Arabia. I really have a lot to learn from the Muslims. You know, sometimes I usually say, where did Nigeria learn how to use Hisba police? You know how this Islamic police to clamp down on people that are going against the dictates of Allah, or that to clamp down on people that will maybe talk blasphemous things about Allah. Then I say, okay, and now as I was researching about Saudi Arabia, I say, okay, Saudi Arabia has this kind of police, Islamic police. They call them Mutawa. Mutawa or Mutawa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well or I'm murdering the name. If I am not pronouncing it well, please help me. Mutawa. These people, they go for people that are going against the Islamic dictates. People that are going against Sharia law. They go against them. They enforce the Sharia law. They enforce the Muslim law, the Islamic law. But even though, because of international community intervention, and most of the times it's looking as though they don't really give enough fair hearing and all that, I think they have clamped down on their powers, and so it is not. You will not really find them extremely, doing extreme things, but then they are still around. They still go. For example, now it is PDA of a thing. They are the one that will probably enforce it, because there you don't even can't even hold hands with your this thing. You know what I'm saying? If you hold hand, they will come. They will just come from nowhere. They will come out. They will just come out, carry you and your hair. And I think they are more effective when this pilgrim time reaches, because tourists will come. Tourists that will break the law will come. Tourists that will be questioning why is the law like this will still come. So when they come and they break the law, the mutawa is there to cramp you. So there is a police there, an Islamic police called the mutawa, and even though they are kind of less powerful because of the whole civilization and all that, they still exist. And don't try them, my brother. Don't try them. Don't go there and go and be drinking alcohol anyhow, because they will come for you. So actually, I said something about Dubai. If you have not watched my video on Dubai, go and watch it. You will learn a thing or two. In Dubai, I told you that yes, alcohol is legal, but you must have license to drink alcohol in Dubai. But in Saudi Arabia, alcohol is illegal. I tell you, I go lie for you. You cannot take alcohol in Saudi Arabia. I say that is a holy country. You cannot do all those ones. It is illegal to take alcohol in Saudi Arabia. I know that most of you that are watching this video that had wanted to go to Saudi Arabia, because of this particular one now, I have said, must I go to Saudi Arabia? Must I go to Saudi Arabia? Should I? Is it even necessary? It's necessary. You stop drinking too much. Now, because you cannot just leave drinking for some time, you can say, to go to Saudi Arabia is not that necessary again. There are other countries to go to. Go to Saudi Arabia. Challenge yourself. Go there, spend 1 week, don't drink. Because if you go there and you spend 1 week and you drink, that 1 week might turn into 1 month, 1 year, 2 years. And it's not as if you are staying there enjoying. It's prison. Don't go there and take alcohol. If you even know genuinely within yourself that you cannot do without alcohol, don't go. Stay where you drink your alcohol in peace. I know I'm saying this thing now. Before you now go there now and you enter problem, and the problem you enter is because of alcohol. Now ask you, why did you, like, what happened? You say because you drank alcohol. That's why something that you in Nigeria you use it to do competition. So alcohol is illegal. Do not try to drink alcohol if you're in Saudi Arabia. If you go for all these tourists, people that can go, to especially non-Muslims that will want to go to Saudi Arabia to see things, because it's a very beautiful country, and you go there and you want to go and take one ball. Sorry, that's all I can say. You see how we usually chase people around here in Nigeria, especially the young ones. Dress well, dress well, dress well, dress well, dress well. Be modest in your dressing. Don't be showing your skin. Don't be showing your body. Don't be showing your laps. And you think we are doing. Don't carry this thing and go to Saudi Arabia. Don't go to Saudi Arabia with that character. I know I've told you, and I'm still telling you again. Saudi Arabia is a holy country. You cannot do all these things that you have been doing here. You do it there. Of course, I know that Muslims are the most modestly dressed people. Yeah, very modestly dressed. When I was in Yola, I can attest to the fact that Muslims in Nigeria, they dress very modestly. Let me tell you something. In Saudi Arabia, even if you're a tourist, my brother, you can get into trouble for showing your arms and your legs. Arms, as in, I did not say your laps. I say arms, as here is now, and I come and wear something that is showing. I want to show my muscle now. I have muscle. I come and show. You are getting into trouble. Or as a lady, now you are the one that will not show your. That one is worst. Or you now wear the one that will show your legs. You are getting into trouble. As a tourist, even as a tourist or as a citizen or anything, as a lady, you must wear a long black robe. They call it abaya. Long black robe. As a non-Muslim or a tourist. Then as a man, you must dress modestly. What do you mean modestly? Means don't show your arm, don't show your leg. Dress, cover everywhere. Yeah, even if yes, that's a desert country and it's usually very hot. But then it's not their business. Cover everywhere. That place, nobody will come and be doing like we do you here. Hey, please dress well. Please dress well. Please dress. Nobody is doing all those ones for you with you there. As you are not dressing well, they will carry you. Now go and dress you well and lock you up and clothe you with prison. If you want to go to Dubai, to Saudi Arabia, hey, these are the things that you should know. So that you will not go there and you will not say that nobody told you. I'm telling you now. Now let me tell you this one. This one is a little bit disturbing, but in Saudi Arabia it is illegal. It is illegal to practice other religion publicly. Illegal to practice other religion publicly. Most of the times I usually wonder all these big pastors for Christianity that are in Nigeria. They open big churches in Nigeria and they are preaching to people that already has Christianity. Why not try your faith by going to Saudi Arabia and breaking protocol and practicing the it's not me that sent you. Hmm. Practicing the religion in public. Preach to if you are able to conquer Saudi Arabia and all of them become Christians, you are a very it was happening in the Bible now. The apostles they went to where they would say, don't preach publicly, and they went there and they preached publicly. They were not even afraid for their lives, and that is why many of them were persecuted. The disciples of Jesus Christ, it was only John that died a natural death. All of them were killed, crucified, burned, everything because they were practicing the Bible or they were practicing the religion in a public place where they say don't practice it. Now, Saudi Arabia is a kind of that kind of place now. You cannot practice your Christianity or your Judaism or any other religion in public. Nobody is saying don't do it inside your house. You can do it inside your house. But what I'm just saying is that I'm calling on all the pastors in Nigeria. All the pastors in Nigeria, I'm calling on you. If you know that you are not in this pastor thing to make money, because that is what I am seeing. If you know you are not in this pastor thing to make money, I am calling on all of you, go to Saudi Arabia and make a public display of Jesus Christ and preach in public. Anything you see. I am saying this because I know that most of these pastors they are there for making money. They are preaching in Nigeria. Nigeria already has Christianity. Go to other places that does not have Christianity now. Go Saudi Arabia, go to Pakistan and preach. So when you preach there, we will now know that okay. And then when when God save you from from the problem you face for preaching there, they will now respect you as a very great man of God in Christianity. Yeah, yeah. We know this, we know the pastors. Pastors, I know you will not go there. You want a place that will be very nice. That's why most of you will go to England to do crusade. England brought Christianity to Nigeria. You're carrying your Christianity, you're carrying your crusade to go to England to do crusade for people that brought Christianity. What is this thing, sir? Go to Saudi Arabia and do crusade. Go to Saudi Arabia and do crusade. you're doing crusade in England, because that is a very nice country that nobody will talk to you if you're doing your crusade. Go to Saudi Arabia and do crusade. You cannot practice your religion outside. You cannot practice it publicly, except it is Muslim religion, because that's an Islamic country and it's a holy country. So you cannot come and defile their Islamic tenets. So pastors, I'm waiting for you. It's a challenge for all the pastors in Nigeria. If you are not here to make money, prove it by going to Saudi Arabia to win souls for Christ. Then we will not take you serious. So you and your babe that you have not married, you are looking for the country that you want to go for vacation, and you chose Saudi Arabia. Fear no gree you, you go choose Saudi Arabia. You now go there, you want to enter inside a room, you want to book a room. My brother, Saudi Arabia hotels will not give you room. They will not give you room. Like I always say, Saudi Arabia is a holy country. They will not give you room. You cannot come there and come and defy their country for them. You want to come and commit immorality in their hotel. No. You must show proof that you are married. So this is now. I'm advising those couples that want to go to Saudi Arabia to go there for vacation. If you want to have one room, better marry here before you go there. Because if you don't marry, they'll not give you any room. You'll be in one room, your babe will be in another room. Probably downstairs, you'll be upstairs. If you want to see your babe, you have to call. You cannot even see your babe, so it's video call. Because you cannot even be the same place in the public. Two of you cannot be together as far as you are not married. So the two of you will be doing video call every time. If you want to anything you want to buy, you do video call. Hello, what do you want? She will be very far there. You'll be looking at yourselves because you cannot be together. Even probably say if they even catch you doing video call with you again, they might even tell you to give them your phone or something. I think that she should be legal. She should not even talk to any girl herself in Saudi Arabia because it's also bring temptation. I'm even thinking maybe Saudi Arabia house rent. If you want to come and pay house rent and they see that you're coming to come and live with your babe that you're not married, they might not even give you the house for you to live. Saudi Arabia. If you want to actually build your discipline, I think Saudi Arabia is a very good place to go to build your discipline, especially when it comes to boy and girl matters. You want to build your discipline, go to Saudi Arabia. Because number one, you cannot even be tempted because what they wear there is very modest. Number two, the law is even against you being with a girl that you have not married. So you will never ever be tempted. You'll be very focused in your life. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'll draw the curtain. I will still go and be doing more for you and bringing for you. Because most of the people, most of the times, when they go to this country, they just experience this culture shock. Because they did not have anybody to tell them that this was what they were going to face. Now, this is why I'm here. I'm giving you countries, giving you things that happen in this country so that when you go there, you will not be surprised. You will not be surprised. Because if you go there and you now go and break the law, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. That's why I'm telling you everything that concerns these countries. Saudi Arabia is a very strict country. It's a very holy country, so it's strict. You must be disciplined, you must be modest in order to survive in Saudi Arabia. If not, you go they enter prison, they come out, they enter prison, they come out. So please do well to like, share, and subscribe. I will still be bringing you more. Which country do you want me to do for you again? Because I think I will do Japan, then I'll come to Africa. I'll do probably. I'll do a country in Africa. Maybe we'll do Caribbean. No, let's do Nigeria. Nigeria. We'll do Nigeria next. Okay. Take care of yourself, please. Do well to like and subscribe. Shishu.